Okay, so the time has come to basically get this 35,000 mile car put back to the way it needs to be. So I just pulled the back seat out. Anybody looking for a NOS back seat, because that's the description of one. Just found this build sheet in the back seat. I think I've already got another build sheet with my paperwork I got for this car, but nonetheless, here's another one. So there's all the options. In Baltimore, Maryland, assembly plant, Paul Baker Chevrolet. So it's good to have all this stuff. But what I want to talk a little bit about is what we're going to do to this car. I've started to remove most of the trim. Careful not to tear the original vinyl top. So what I'm going to have to do here, when you paint a car, you can't paint around stuff like this. So I'm going to have to take all this off. The problem is, to remove that, all the back interior has to come out. Seats, door panels, and even got to drop the window down to get to these. Because the 3 screws right here to take this off, you've got to do all of this. It's got to come out. So same way with the front. Door panels off, take the window felts off. So I will not be going back with these standard felts. If I'm doing all this work, I'm gonna add the special molding to this car like this. So not gonna hurt the car, even though it didn't come with it. This is an option that will actually help the appearance. So we're gonna add it. I'm gonna try to maintain this factory untouched trunk with a factory splatter finish. From what I've seen, you can't duplicate this finish. Even you can see the factory overspray here on the trunk. You can't duplicate that type of stuff. Very hard. So anyway, just wanted to do a short video. Follow along. I'll be working on this car probably over the course of the next couple of months, and then it will probably be for sale. Can't keep them all. So I'm going to enjoy it while I have it. I'm going to drive it a little bit and just kind of do a few slight modifications. Make the stance more like my cars. Got new tires, Corvette rallies. And here's the original tires. These are G78 15s, basically like an NOS set that was originally on the car when it was new. The owner put radials at a short time after the car was new. So that's that. We've already fixed the fender with heat and a torch and shrunk the metal back to where the whatever they call paintless dent removal was pulling the dent out and stretched it really bad. So that's savable, and did the quarter the same way. So that's good to go. The PDR die did a real good job here. That was thankfully all this was done before I got the car. Doors got to come back off. Fender's got to come off so I can get the door adjusted. Fender adjusted. That means the hood's going to have to come off. All the trim, most of which I've already removed here. New mufflers. This car came with a single exhaust from the factory. I'm going back with a dual exhaust and a new exhaust, because the factory exhaust is, even though this car is absolutely perfect almost in every way. Of course, exhaust systems are not that way. They start to rust out once they've got a lot of years on them, and this one has already got some pinholes in it, and I just think overall it'll help the car to put new exhaust. Another thing this car has original is the battery cables. I'm probably going to keep them, but put new ones just to be on the safe side. I've already took my rallies off. Got these rollers. It was on the last project car. So we're ready to go. I bought this car beginning of June. It's now the end of July, and I've driven it a little bit, not very much. Again, 35,000 and some change on miles. South Carolina DMV screwed me up, and I was not able to get the mileage listed on the title. Not real happy about that. They actually printed the title with the mileage. Called me and said they had to take it off. So I took pictures with it on there just to have some sort of title that had that mileage showing. But anyway, so the title now says exempt, as the state law says it has to. It's just the nature of the beast. But this is an authentic car. Again, 35,414 miles. And there's just things on this car that a restored car cannot duplicate. Okay, that's all. Hope you enjoy the video. Like, share, comment. Any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Follow along and as we give this car a new paint job.